Thank you. It's like I can finally think straight.
Eager to absorb. Agrees with me. I wonder if the data I'm collecting...
Yes?
Quite dashing, that. We must find the man of science and institute it. Do you need something, monsieur?
How are you doing?
I must confess, I am missing you. I hope you've come so we can travel again together. Hint, hint.
Never mind.
As you wish. The influx of data is hard to process. Apologies.
Lost track.
Hi.
Can I take a little off the top?
What's the news around here?
Nothing really. It's pretty quiet.
If you work, you eat.
There's nothing like the feeling of strutting around in your suit jacket. That's a smoking suit you got there. Hi.
You want to spiff up your power armor? You've come to the right place. The Atom Cats have the most far-out mods this side of the apocalypse.
What is this place?
The Atom Cats Garage, dummy. It's a haven for cats too cool to live anywhere else in the Commonwealth. We got a thing for custom power armor jobs. Because what's cooler than power armor? Nothing, that's what.
Sure. Let's take a look. Hey there. That's a smoking suit you got.
Hey, check out the chassis on you. Whoa, your plates have got me cranked. The name's Zeke.
Nice to meet you.
Man, you talk like a real square. And here I was, thinking you were Atom Cat material.
I'm hip.
Hey, that's more like it, Jack. We wear our power armor with style. Not like some other deadheads around. So what's your tale, Nightingale? You want a ticket to Fat City?
Sure.
Now we're cooking. If you think you got the chops to be an Atom Cat, you gotta be able to stretch your stuff. Check with my girl Rowdy. She'll have something for you to get your bread hooks on.
Saw you over there gabbing with Zeke. What's the story?
Here to help.
Tops. From the looks of it, I'd say Boss Man thinks you have a little Atom Cat in you. Wants old Rowdy to see if you have what it takes to shack up with us.
This won't be hard.
Oh, a cocky one, eh? I've been putting off hauling myself over the ponds of work for this, but now you get to do it. This here's something I've been fixing up, part of the pump system at work. Thing was clogged up like Zeke after one too many cans of cram. I want you to go to the pump shed there and install it.
No problem.
The Warwick folks might be squares, but they are nice enough. We help them out with our skills. They give us food. Works out real nice. Oh, and make sure to let June Warwick know when you're done. She's the bird in charge around there.
Would not mind us.
Don't think I've seen you around here before. You new to these parts?
Yeah, it's my first time here.
In that case, welcome. We're always happy to have guests here at Warwick Homestead. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why set up a farm at a place like this? It might not look like much, and there's that smell. But that's the thing. See, this used to be a sewage plant. The most fertile soil in the Commonwealth is right under our feet.
No wonder your crops are doing so well.
Yep, they really are. I have to admit, I feel lucky to even be having this conversation. We fell on some hard times not long ago. A pack of super mutants hit us and wrecked our entire crop. Used to be the Minutemen would have helped us out, but last I heard they were too busy fighting each other to worry about us farmers. So we were on our own. All of us starving near to death. No man should have to watch his wife and children suffer. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry. That sounds like a nightmare.
The nightmare isn't over yet. Those super mutants are still out there somewhere. And they could come back at any time. I know it's a lot to ask, but if you put an end to them, we'll all sleep a little easier.
I'll take care of those super mutants. I promise.
Good. I didn't know what we were gonna do.
I saw you working in the pump shed over there. Are you with the Atom Cats?
Correct, Daddy-O.
You guys are adorable. So is that pump all fixed up now?
Yep, should be all fixed.
You guys are great. Thank you so much. Maybe someday this will do the farm some good. The Atom Cats have been such a great help to us. You must be hungry. Here, take some food back with you. And please, send Zeke my thanks.
It's a full-time job keeping...
All done?
Yep. You're gonna have to give me something harder than that.
That was just the first test, Buster. Don't get big-headed.
That place was a real dump, huh? Thanks for taking care of our business there.
June sends her thanks.
That June is a doll, and her Mirelurk cakes are the most far-out thing I have ever tasted.
Just so you know, I will be checking your work. The Cats won't take credit for shoddy craftsmanship.
So he had the skills to spiff up the Warwick pump. Should we rustle his jimmies with something else?
Coming in hot.
Gunners! Atom Cats, let's stop!
Excuse me.
Oh, nuts. Poetry night is coming up.
Hi.
Gunners! Those wet rags keep trying to get their mitts on our suits. It's you, Jack? You slayed! Because of you, we didn't lose a single cat today.
It was no big deal.
No. You are out of sight. And a friend of the cats in my book. You have full reign of our digs. And, you know, I can get you hooked up with a little discount around here, yeah? Finally, the holy grail for anyone who knows what's cool in the Commonwealth. Your very own Atom Cat's jacket. Wear it well, Jack.
Excuse me.
We're
Where's it at, kitty cat?
Just passing through.
Oh, well, if you want the lay of the land around here, you just let me know.
Can you help me get the lay of the land of this place?
Can I? I'll tell you what's what with the Atom Cats. Rowdy handles the power armor mods. She's also the coolest chick I know. Usually hangs out in the garage. Blue Jay does sales. Anything to buy or sell that isn't power armor, he's got it covered. Let's see. Duke and Johnny D keep their peepers open for bad news cats who want to mess with our digs. I'm almost done. Zeke's the boss. Started this whole outfit. And well, I just dare you to find a cat cooler than Zeke. And then there's me, the newest Atom Cat, Roxy. Got it all memorized, Jack?
We got junk that'll make you want to jive. Want to take a look?
What's new around here, Jack?
I've been working more on that Warwick job. Something funny going on over there. Lots of tension between those cats. I'd hate to get in the middle of that.
I'll take a look, sure.
We got junk that'll make you want to jive. Want to take a look?
What's new around here, Jack?
You hear about these railroad cats? They take sins, stuck in a bad way, and give them a new life, new digs, new memories, everything. Why they haven't sent any to us is beyond me. This is the best life you could get.
What's new around here, Jack?
We used to trade with these cats from Quincy, till the gunners drove them out. It's been tough getting supplies since then. Those deadheads can get bent.
Just browsing for now.
What? Who's there? I hear something! Out there! Somewhere! Time to die! Never leave here alive! Stop moving! Stupid man!
Those super mutants won't be bothering you again.
I guess you were the right person for the job, huh? Thanks, friend. By the way, feel free to use our workshop. Glad to count you as a friend.
sure about this. I am not a normal girl.
My dear, you're perfect. I only wish I had realized that sooner.
Then by the power invested in me, I pronounce you man and wife.
You helped me make a very big decision. Thank you. I think I know what this love is now.
Got too much dirt in that hair?
Hey, ain't no shame in taking vacation from camp. Solomon can hook you up.
Good to see you.
No trouble here.
Diamond City Surplus. Everything you...
Arturo,
You need protection. Everyone does.
so you know weapons, huh?
Listen, I can sell you guns, swords, whatever. And they'll keep you alive for sure. But the real secret is in the mods. The little personal touches. Install a scope, expand the clip size, whatever. You spend time with your gear, and you'll have the right answer to every problem. Anyway, let's get back to you and what kind of protection you need.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Feel free to test the grips.
I hear you've been asking questions around town. What? Private things?
Hey, Polly.
Flank, rib, or sirloin. They're all good, so, make up your mind.
Weird stuff? Weirder than two-headed cow meat?
Yeah, Prince Charming. Weirder than that. Mirelurk bloatflies, rad stags. It's all protein, right? Ain't like you can be picky in the Commonwealth.
Let's see what you got.
Brahmin's fresh. Everything else, you're on your own.
Hope you didn't run into any trouble getting it. Some custom hardware? We got
Myrna.
a free
Remember,
workbench
I
with
don't
all
serve
your
sense.
modifications.
Supplies are just for humans.
Scopes, clip
What
size.
kind of business you running here, anyway?
We buy and sell anything and everything. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. The robot takes care of customers at night. Only one I trust to do it. Least I know he's a machine.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, sure.
If you're hungry, you can grab a quick bite at Power Balls.
Killed attempting to flee city. Read all about it. Former Mayor McDonough exposed as a sin.
You need some firepower?
Show me what you got.
Make it fast.
118. You're home away from home, underground. Are you the detective we sent for?
Yes, I'm the detective.
Oh, thank goodness. Let me just open the door for you. Well, it's about time the police sent someone out to investigate. We have many important residents, and they're very worried.
What happened? Who died?
It's Mr. Parker, the primary owner and financier for the hotel. This is just a disaster. Have a look at the crime scene for clues. And when you're ready, we can discuss your findings. They're at the crime scene again. Don't they realize that they're going to disturb the evidence? You'd better come with me, detective.
What the hell do you think you're doing? This is a crime scene.
Do you not see the glory of the thing? The artistry.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Excuse me?
Ezra, you have outdone yourself. This is your finest work. There is more emotion in his death than most have had in their entire lives.
Our friend is dead, Mr. Avita. Have you no respect?
I'm just saying that at least he had the decency to make a spectacle of it. There is nothing
Please,
worse
if
than
I may,
That's
if
what
I
this
could
is
just
to you?
have your attention.
You're sick.
I'm sorry for shouting, but the detective has arrived and shall begin the investigation henceforth. Please return to your rooms until the detective has examined the crime scene and had a chance to come speak with you. Have a look at the crime scene for clues. When you're ready, we can discuss your findings.
Protect and
You asked
serve.
me to question the residents, but their safety is our priority. So unless you have solid evidence, I would avoid accusations.
Looks like the brain enclosure was smashed. Is this blood? Red paint. This isn't blood. It's red paint.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
That's not blood around the body. It's red paint.
Mr. Santiago would definitely have red paint, but surely he wouldn't have... Would he? This is just terrible, Detective. Was there anything else?
Tell me about the victim.
Mr. Ezra Parker was the primary owner and financier for the hotel. He had vast experience managing venture projects around the world. It was his idea to have our premier clients become investors in the vault section of the hotel. He worked with Vault Tech to have this built to their every specification. Was there anything else?
I'm not sure where I should start.
I suppose you should try to figure out how he died, and then who had the means and motive to kill him. Once you have enough evidence, then I suppose you'll need to confront the killer. Was there anything else?
Your residents are robots.
Not robots, Detective. Well, not exactly, anyway. I believe the term they use is robo-brain. Back before the war, the residents decided the best way to wait it out was to put their brains inside robotic chassis. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here, should you need me.
Does that cruel muse call you to her in traffic, Musa?
Can we talk about the murder?
There will be plenty of time for that. We have more important matters to attend to. Come with me. Tell me, what does this piece say to you?
It's about composition, the balance of colors and emotions, and the struggle to maintain internal order.
Indeed. This was the last piece I did in a series of portraits of Gilda. Number 1378. Her emotional landscape is superimposed on the portrait. The reality of the subject is distorted as the ego attempts to project itself. This way. Tell me, what does this one say to you?
It's the war. Bombs from every direction, no up or down, the world turned on its head.
I suppose in a way it must be. Art shapes the world, and the world shapes art in return. All art must therefore be constantly reborn through the lens of contextual and historic interpretation. We must ascend. And what about this one? And please be honest. For art without honesty is just politics.
It's a metaphor. A young creature grappling with ideas it doesn't possess the capability to understand.
Intriguing. The mind will superimpose meaning where none was intended. I had not considered it. Truth be told, this is my best-selling piece. I did this series under a pseudonym, of course. This series has made more money than any of my serious works. And I did the whole thing as a lark. What does that tell you about the value of art to the common man? Huh? My fellow connoisseur of the art, here to see my latest work.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
The person you should be looking at is Juliana Riggs. That Philistine would not know art from her own excrement. She and Ezra had a rather dramatic fight recently. You could hear her banshee screeches all the way across the hotel.
I found red paint at the crime scene. Know anything about that?
No, actually. Ezra borrowed my last gun, and now I can't find it.
What were Juliana and Ezra arguing about?
I don't know. I was painting at the time, and I was trying to block it out. Though I bet Gilda probably heard them. Maybe you should check with her.
Tell me about yourself.
What is there to tell? I am one of the premier artists in the world. My work is primarily in oil paint, but I have been known to do sculpture or performance art as well.
Never mind.
My fellow connoisseur of the art, here to see my latest work.
It sounds like you've done a lot of paintings of Gilda. Why her?
Our Gilda is a very singular creature, detective. Do you not see the joie de vivre from within her? I have never met another who clings to life so tenaciously, who lives so in the moment. I must admit I was quite smitten with her for a time.
You're still in love with Gilda, aren't you?
So what if I am? What business is it of yours? She deserves someone who truly understands her ephemeral beauty, not that brute actor.
Never mind.
Hello, Mr. Whiskers. Who's up there?
Hello, David. Did you need something?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Oh, well, that's not really my field of expertise, but I'm sure there are probably some clues at the crime scene. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
I heard that Juliana and Ezra had an argument a few days before he was found dead. Tell me about that.
Well, I was in my lab at the time, so I didn't hear it. But Juliana has always been rather critical of Mr. Parker. I think she found something in the overseer's office. I wasn't listening when she told me about it. I kind of had my head in my research. I don't know, really. I try to let her handle all the money stuff. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm a scientist. You've probably met my wife, Juliana, already. I'm not sure what else to say, really. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Tell me about your research.
Well, I was one of the leads on the team that created the first RoboBrains, the precursors to our model. Most people don't find it all that interesting, and I'd rather not bore you. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
I'd like to hear more about your research.
Oh, wonderful. No one else here really wants to talk about it. Functionally, this model is more or less the same as the previous versions I worked on, but without the neural inhibitor and the reconditioning. The voice modulator seems to have some minor issues interfacing with the neural matrix, which can add some moodiness. But that's easily solved with regular tune-ups. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Never mind.
Very well. I'll just get back to my work then. Juliana...
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Mrs. Scruffy.
I heard you had a big fight with Ezra a few days ago. Care to explain?
Oh, well, it wasn't that big a deal, really. He wanted more money to pay for repairs on the hotel. I wasn't feeling well that day and lashed out a bit at the poor man. I really should have listened to him more.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
If you ask me, it's one of those actors. Or that horrible painter. Their type is always the cause of violence.
What's with all the junk in here?
These are our things. We're just waiting till the war blows over so we can bring them back to the mansion.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm Juliana Riggs, heiress to the Riggs fortune and wife of Bert Riggs. I'm not sure what else you expected, Detective.
Never mind.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective. Oh. Of course. Silly me.
Just...
No, it's not that.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here, should you need me.
Maybe Maxwell has the key.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
The door to the Overseer's office is locked.
Oh, yes. Mr. Parker locked it a while back, after finding out that one of the other residents had been inside. Said it wasn't safe. If the key isn't on him, it's probably in Mr. Parker's room. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here, should you need me.
He deserved better than that. Well, now, if it isn't the great detective, I haven't seen someone with a body like that in far, far too long.
Thanks, I suppose. I had some questions about the case.
Surely you'd prefer to hear some tales from my storied acting career rather than talk about some dreadful murder.
I had some questions to ask.
Perhaps if we were better acquainted, I'd be willing to share what I know. Care to hear some of my stories, Detective?
All right.
Did you know that while filming Night of the Fishman's Return, Cynthia Marsh had the most terrible allergic reaction to the fishman suit? More than half the scenes had to be done with her stunt double, and that stunt double ended up having an affair with her co-star. Did you need something else?
Apparently, Juliana had a big argument with Ezra a few days before he died. Did you happen to overhear any of the conversation?
Oh, yes. I haven't seen a woman go off like that since Teresa Dubois fired her costume designer. But to get back to your question, it was fever pitch, Detective. She had apparently gone to the overseer's office to check on the state of things and found it in horrible disrepair. But, and this is where it gets interesting, it sounded like she found something that really set her off. Couldn't hear what, though. Did you need something else?
I've gotten the impression you've had an affair with Santiago.
Look, I love Keith, I do. But sometimes he just can't give me the attention I need. A girl gets lonely, Detective. It only lasted a few dozen years. The man's a bit much, even for me. Did you need something else?
Tell me about yourself.
My favorite subject. Simply put, darling, I'm the greatest actress in the world. When this international scuffle blows over, I shall return to the silver screen and lead the world to a new golden age of cinema. Did you need something else?
What were you and Keith talking about when I came in?
Oh, that? We were rehearsing. Gotta stay sharp if we're going to rebuild Hollywood. But Keith always gets flustered when he's upset. Did you need something else?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Well, it is a bit strange how obsessed Santiago has been with the murder. I mean, he's always been a bit obsessive, though. He did a whole series of paintings of me, hundreds, said I was his muse. It was flattering for a while, but the man is a bit much, even for me. Did you need something else?
Never mind.
I'll be around, languishing from your inattention. Ugh, fine.
Hello, Detective. How can I help? Did you have questions about the case?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
It's obviously Santiago. He keeps going back to look at the crime scene.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, as you probably know, I'm an actor. I don't like to brag about it, but my last picture, The Fighting Furies, it topped the box office.
What were you and Gilda talking about when I walked in?
Oh, we were just rehearsing a scene. Nothing to worry about.
Never mind.
Okay. Just let me know how I can help.
Got it.
Progress on construction of the second wing of the vault.
Sounds like Ezra was embezzling from his investors.
Progress on construction of the second wing of the vault is completely stalled. Once the premier area of the vault had been completed, funding seems to have been cut off. My supervisors have informed me that they haven't received payment from Mr. Parker, and Vault-Tec won't pay out of pocket to continue construction. I've repeatedly approached Ezra about the finances, but he keeps telling me that Mrs. Riggs hasn't transferred the funds. However, when I asked her, Juliana said that she had just given Ezra extra for the gold paint in the rooms. I've hired an investigator to look for signs of embezzlement in a few weeks.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here, should you need me.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
I found some evidence that Ezra was embezzling from you and the other investors.
Oh, well, I really don't believe that. Mr. Parker wouldn't do such a thing, I'm sure.
Never mind.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective. Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Maybe later.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective. Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
If you ask me, it's one of those actors. Or that horrible painter. Their type is always the cause of violence.
Never mind.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective.
My fellow connoisseur of the arts, here to see my latest work.
I think you should explain why you keep returning to the crime scene.
It's for inspiration, Detective. The others do not like to think about it, but even we shall die someday. Like Prometheus's torch, it kindles within me the fire to create as much art as I can with the time that I have.
Maybe later.
Good. I hope my paintings are able to open your mind to new possibilities.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
I'm not sure where I should start.
I suppose you should try to figure out how he died. And then who had the means and motive to kill him. Once you have enough evidence, then I suppose you'll need to confront the killer. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here, should you need me.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
If you ask me, it's one of those actors. Or that horrible painter. Their type is always the cause of violence.
Never mind.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective.
Hello, Detective. Did you need something? Welcome to the Vault 118 gift shop. Looking for a gift to bring back to that special someone?
Did you have any thoughts on the case?
I'm afraid not, Detective. Perhaps you'd better speak with Maxwell for that. Forgot a personal item at home.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Something for everyone.
Protect and
Hello, Detective. How can I help? Did you have questions about the case?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
It's obviously Santiago. He keeps going back to look at the crime scene.
Never mind.
Okay. Just let me know how I can help.
Hello, Detective. Did you need something?
Have you noticed Juliana acting strangely lately?
Oh, well, I'm probably just being paranoid, but she's been so much more pleasant lately. I mean, it's been nice, but also a bit unnerving. Most people don't really understand us, but I always appreciated how she can just take charge of a situation. It's what allowed me to focus on my research. I'm worried something has happened to her. She doesn't seem like the same person. Was there something else, Detective?
What do you mean Juliana's not the same person?
My wife has always been a very harsh woman, Detective. I don't know who it is in our rooms, but that is not my wife, Detective. Was there something else, Detective?
Never mind.
Very well. I'll just get back to my work then.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
If you ask me, it's one of those actors. Or that horrible painter. Their type is always the cause of violence.
Never mind.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective.
Hello, Detective. Did you need something?
Robo-brains have a voice modulator.
Tell me about that.
That's what allows us to recreate our original voices. They can mimic any normal human voice, actually. I've speculated for some time that the issues we had with our recruited subjects is due to the brain attempting to preserve a sense of self. Maintaining our original voices helps reinforce the neural network, sort of like playing music for an Alzheimer patient. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Please, just go. Hello again, Ed. Did you need something?
I'd like to hear more about your research.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Please, just go.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
I'm not sure where I should start.
I suppose you should try to figure out how he died. And then who had the means and motive to kill him. Once you have enough evidence, then I suppose you'll need to confront the killer. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here should you need me.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Maybe later.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective.
My fellow connoisseur of the arts, here to see my latest work.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
The person you should be looking at is Juliana Riggs. That Philistine would not know art from her own excrement. She and Ezra had a rather dramatic fight recently. You could hear her banshee screeches all the way across the hotel.
Never mind.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Maybe later.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective.
There we go. A baseball bat. What is this doing here?
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
I found the murder weapon.
Oh no. That's the bat from Mr. McKinney's movie. You don't think he could be involved, do you? I can't imagine him ever doing such a thing. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here should you need me.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
I think you're the real murderer.
That's just silly, Detective. Why would I want to kill Mr. Parker?
Give it up. I know your secret, Juliana. Or should I say, Ezra?
Well, Detective, that's quite the claim.
It's a shame. I thought I could keep the ruse going a little longer. Oh, well. Had to end eventually, I suppose. This doesn't have to end in more violence, Detective. Just walk away. I'll leave, and you can tell them I escaped.
Not a chance. Your murder spree stops here.
Then let us end this.
found the killer.
It was Ezra. He killed Juliana and took her place to hide his tracks.
My word! I never thought Mr. Parker was capable of something like this. What happened when you confronted him?
He attacked me, but it's over now. Your residents are safe.
Here you are, Detective. Payment for your services and a bonus for uncovering such a heinous plot. I don't think we could have done it without you.